Trust me, I was a part of very, very little last week. They kept me on the outs. I didn't know what was up from down. I wasn't getting reports. I was totally out of the loop. And it was not in my control. It was in their control. They were calling the shots last week. And I'm glad I'm still here. Of course I'm glad I'm still here. But, you know, I barely even have still even pieced together the timeline of events, the reasoning behind it, what was true, what was false, who did what, who said what, and I'll probably never know, and it's probably better off I don't.
Oh, you'll find out when you see the show at the end.
Exactly. Exactly.
And I feel the same way. And I feel like a complete and total tool, being lied to, like I was, and being taken in by that fucking asshole. And he knows goddamn well. The night before, I made him a deal because he had asked Danielle to put me up, which was what a fucking idiot.
All right.
I mean, seriously.
I don't think that makes a lot of sense.
He knew goddamn well that if I got it, his ass was going up. And I made him a deal, a handshake deal, that for 1 week, we would take a breath and just clear it, and it's cool. And he lied and backstabbed. And you know what? It's part of the game. I understand that. Mm-hmm. And it's cool. So he did what he had to do. I did what I had to do.
Yep.
And no matter if every motherfucker out there and in America thinks I'm the biggest motherfucker that has ever been on reality TV, I honestly could give a flying fuck. I did what I did, and I got my way.
Well, as I told you, if I'm as good as you think I am, and you're having the reactions you think you are, I'll see you again in 5 years when we're in the house for All Stars 2. So.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't think anybody in this game has ever done the shit that I've done. Ever. I think I've eclipsed Howie.
Who knows how it's perceived, man? You could be a total anti-hero. You could be loved by all. Who the hell knows? You never fucking know. We don't watch the episodes. We don't know what's happening.
I'll never forget was waking Dustin up with 2 pans over his head.
I'm sure he won't either.
You know what? Good.
I'm sure he won't either. And then, I mean, to me, it's like there hasn't been a day where it's just been a day of this is great in weeks, and I just hope somehow it can come back to, I mean, geez, I don't know what that food poisoning, right? I shit fucking 10 times between yesterday and this morning. 10 times. I passed out in the fucking whatever. It's brutal. It's brutal.
I mean, seriously, can I ask you like a serious, I mean, don't lie to me. Just tell me if you don't want to talk.
Yeah.
And that's fine. What happened to make you change up?
You see, honestly,
I mean,
the way
Danielle are fucking some serious competitors in here.
You see, I think that in a way, the way I honestly perceive it is that I never really had intentions of doing so. I had no idea where I would go when it became the 7 of us or what I would do. I had relationships with different people,
and you, Danielle, me, and Jessica.
Yeah,
But then I heard it was the other thing.
Well, this is the whole thing. To me, the whole thing is everyone formulated their opinions, but no one came and just sat down and said what's going on. And after I was accused of things that I didn't do, you know,
I'm talking about before.
Well, that's the thing. I don't think it was, to me, you can believe it or not believe it. When I went to bat for Danielle during the HOH, it was coming from a very true place. And when I celebrated her victory, trust me, I didn't think for a second I was going to be going up that week. I feel like we were all still on board to that very time, and then it was obvious that everyone was looking at me completely differently. As we all have established, I'm with it, I'm smart, I'm not an idiot. I didn't know what was going on or why it was going on, but I knew something was going on.
When I stopped trusting you 100%, I felt like there was a week between day 2 or day 3 or 4, right in there, where Danielle started talking to me about you, and we were talking, and I let you know that we were together. And that was a huge, actually too big of a leap of trust early.
I discussed many times that the first person I hit it off with here was Danielle. The second person was you. So it was not, you know.
But when I didn't trust you 100% was the first day I made you breakfast.
Yeah, you mentioned that. I honestly, this is going to be one of these things. Who knows if it was even a moment of value to anyone else or only as you.
Why would you say
it.
I'm sleeping?
But I'm saying I don't know. I wish I could tell you what was going on or what it was. I can tell you I never had shit with either of them. I'll tell you that much. That's for sure.
She still says that you do.
Well, I'm sure she'll be saying it when she's sitting in sequester in a few weeks. All the same, you know, it's she can say it, and it is what it is. You know, I don't know what the
There's
hell
so much
she's
stuff
talking
that I
about.
thought was like, that was the problem. It was the votes I thought was one person, and I figured that you did one and he did the other now.
Yeah. I can tell you.
Because he was so sure. He's like, yeah, I'll bet you $100.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell you. They both told me that or whatever, and I said to them, if you lose the bets, I'll pay them with my own money. I said, you bet him $100 about the votes or whatever. I said, if you lose the bet to him, I'll walk all of us together with a smile on my face, punch in my ATM code, and hand Dick the money for you. You know, for me, it was like, you know, there was just. I didn't do a lot of these things, and it was brutal. It was terrible.
You did the first one, right?
No, I did not. I didn't do the votes.
I thought you did the Nick one
No,
to set him up.
I
The
did
Mike
not.
one to set him up, or
No,
whatever
I didn't
it
do
was.
the votes. I really wanted Kale out that week, the Mike week. I really did. But when everyone else did it, it was week 3. I wasn't going to start
That was a
ruffling
stupid
people's
move.
feathers.
Mike was a stupid move we see in retrospect, but
Yeah.
there was good reason for it because he said that he would put me and Danielle up if he